So if you guys are not aware of who I am, my name is Lisa O. I create gaming content primarily for The Sims 4, but I am planning to expand into more life simulation games and adventure games in the future, more cozy games. I also do create music, so I have a single out right now called No Mrs. Right that I'm working on a Sims music video for. My first Sims game that I ever saw was actually The Sims 1, and I saw a family friend playing the game and I basically harassed her until she let me play at least once. So I was really immersed in the world and just being able to kind of simulate a different life than the life that I had as a 9-year-old. And I ended up moving forward and playing The Sims on console. My mom got me and my sister Sims Castaway for a birthday gift, and we used to play that for hours on end. And then I kind of upgraded to PC life when it comes to simming, and my very first PC Sims game was the Sims 2 Double Deluxe expansion pack. So yeah, I've been playing The Sims now on and off for over 18 years, and it's been a really fun experience the entire time. Well, maybe not the entire, but most of it. I had never seen a life simulation game before The Sims, and it was something that kind of stuck with me as a young child, seeing my first life simulation game being The Sims 1 and playing now into The Sims 4, where I play with custom content and mods and create some of those on my own. It's really been a fun and lifelong experience since, getting into the Sims franchise. I got to see a lot of other great custom content creators like Ebonics, X Mirror Mirror, King Black Cinema, Era 44 Phillips, Coco Games, Kiko Vanity, Kai Gross, Brandy Sims. I feel like I'm gonna be forgetting Complex Sims. Like, there have been so many great simmers out there that have done amazing things for bringing representation into The Sims 4, and I've been playing with a lot of their custom content and mods since The Sims 4 dropped a decade ago. And for me, it was more so just existing as a Black lesbian woman in the world and having to know that I'm not really welcome into spaces, but I have to kind of create those spaces on my own. It definitely made me feel like it was just the same thing within the Sims community. I was quickly able to find Black simmers by searching different types of content that I wanted to see in my game, whether that was lace fronts, bust downs, BBL body shape, better sliders to make more realistic bodies that look like what I look like or what my family looks like. Black simmers definitely hold it down when it comes to making content that resonates with culture and resonates with the other gamers, Black gamers specifically within the simming community. So for me, it wasn't like, oh, I have to like stick around. It was more so being able to be vocal and impactful in the representation that Black simmers had. A few years ago, I put together the Black Simmer petition with the help of other Black simmers on Twitter. We're calling her by her maiden name. And we were able to have, I believe it has over 2,000 or 3,000 signatures. Don't clock me if I'm wrong. And people were, willing to help and sign and showcase to EA and the Sims team, even though to this day they ain't said a word, that Black representation is needed behind the scenes and in front of the scenes within the Sims community. So yeah, for me, it wasn't about sticking around. It was just continuing to enjoy the game that I'd always loved and making sure to speak up for the Black representation that I know we deserve from the game, because we've gotten it so much from individuals like custom content creators, modders, animators, and just regular gamers like me. I think I have to kind of tie in being a Black queer person as well. Being a Black queer woman is just that intersectionality between representation for my sexual identity and representation for my cultural identity and representation for my race. Yes, those are different things, and just having all of them connect in a way that I want to see in my game. I do have, lesbian storylines, polyamorous storylines, polyamorous save files. I do have my Sims, for the most part, that I play with or that I share online are Black. And so being able to play in a way that represents who I am as a person and being being able to see other Black creators play in a way that represents who they are as people definitely resonates with me. And I think gaming is a form of self-expression. It goes further than, you know, you're just playing to have fun. The games that you play, the things that you do in those games, and the things that you say to the people you interact with in those gaming communities says a lot about you as a person. So for me, not only do I want gaming, at least on my end of the world, or in my Milky Way, because that's what I like to call my little gaming family, I should say. My supporters, I call them stars, and if you ever stop in on a stream or stop in on content, I'll usually say, you know, welcome into the Milky Way. So yeah, for me, it's being able to keep my Milky Way, my area, my little universe safe, fun, engaging, educational. Games are not just, I mean, they are fun. They are fun to play, but I do think games are a fun way to teach the world about so many things, whether that's science, math, art, music, culture. The possibilities are endless. So yeah, for me, I'm really happy to be a Black simmer. I'm really happy to be a Black lesbian woman in the gaming world, and be able to show that representation for the next generation of Black queer women, Black women, immigrant women, African women, you know, and being able to live in my truth and enjoy gaming and showcase those parts of myself through gaming, and through being part of the gaming community overall. So yeah, I really hope that if anybody's watching this and is wondering if they should start gaming or start sharing their experiences in gaming, please do. You never know who's looking, you never know who you're inspiring, and it's more important to speak your truth than I don't know, be silent and compromising or just compromise to be like everyone else. You only shine as bright as you can if you're being your most authentic self. So keep that in mind if you're somebody who is looking into getting into gaming and showcasing those parts of yourself with the gaming world. So yeah, you know, thank you for having me on this Q&A. I hope that y'all have a great day, bars. And yeah, if you haven't, make sure you like, subscribe, all that jazz, and follow me on all of the social media platforms at TheSarahO or TheSarah_O. And yeah, we'll see y'all on the next video. Period.